Hello friends.
I'm CA Pritam Singh Sangwan and I hope all of you are doing well. I welcome you all again to yet another video of our MCQ series on SEBI Grade A exams. Friends, today we will be discussing some MCQ questions from your economic topic which forms part of your technical syllabus for the upcoming SEBI Grade A exam. Friends, this technical syllabus is of 100 marks in phase 1 and it has 2/3 weightage in phase 2 of your SEBI Grade A exam. And friends, you can find entire technical syllabus of SEBI Grade A exam chapter wise, topic wise on Finance MCQ website in MCQ question format. You can visit the website and practice entire technical syllabus there. I have put the website link in the description box below. So let's begin and try to solve the MCQ questions along with me. Question number 1. Which of these is not an essential component of demand? Option A, quantity of the commodity. Option B, willingness to buy. Option C, price of the commodity. Option D, period of time. Option E, production of the commodity. Yes, what's the correct answer? It's option E, production of the commodity. All options from A to D are in fact essential component of demand, while option E is a component of determining supply. So the correct answer is option E, production of the commodity, which is related to supply. So let's move to the question number 2. Which one is not a complementary good? Option A, tea and sugar. Option B, pen and refill. Option C, bread and butter. Option D, ink pen and ball pen. Option E, brick and cement. Yes, what's the correct answer? It's option D, ink pen and ball pen. Friends, complementary goods are those goods which are demanded together to satisfy a given want. So if you look at the options, except option D, all others are complementary goods. Ink pen and ball pen are substitute for each other and are called as substitute goods and not complementary goods. So just remember this point. So moving on to the question number 3. When income of the consumer increases, the demand for normal goods, option A increases, option B decreases, option C remains same, option D can't say, option E none of the above. So what's the correct answer? It's option A increases. Friends, normally goods have positive relationship with income. That means when income increase, demand for normal goods also increases. For example, if income of a person increases, he will spend more on normal goods such as clothing, home appliances, etc. So the correct option is option A. So question number 4. Which type of goods are used together to satisfy a particular want? Option A, substitute goods. Option B, complementary goods. Option C, inferior goods. Option D, superior goods. Option E, none of the above. Friends, you all should have guessed the correct answer by now. Yes, the correct option is option B, complementary goods. An example of complementary goods are tea and sugar, pen and ink, etc. So we move on to the question number 5. Which one is the example of composite demand? Option A, clothes. Option B, books. Option C, electricity. Option D, tea. Option E, coffee. So what's the correct answer? It's option C, electricity. Friends, as the name suggests, composite demand is when the same goods can be put to use to multiple use. Here in the given question, all have a single use except electricity, which have multiple uses and can be used for lighting bulbs, running TV, refrigerators, etc. So the correct option is option C, electricity. Question number 6. Quantity of a commodity that a firm is willing and able to offer for sale at a given price during a given period of time is known as option A, supply. Option B, stock. Option C, production. Option D, all of the above. Option E, none of the above. So yes, what's the correct answer? It's option A, supply. Friends, remember the difference is in the context of time. When the question says period of time, then it is supply. and if on a particular date or time, then it is stock. So the correct option is option A. So moving on to question number 7, dash relates to period of time, comma, whereas dash relates to a particular point of time. Option A, stock and supply. Option B, supply and stock. Option C, supply and production. Option D, production and stock. Option E, production and supply. So yes, what's the correct answer? It's option B, supply and stock. Friends, as mentioned in the previous question, difference between supply and stock is in the context of time. When the question says a period of time, it will be supply, and when it speaks of a particular point of time, it is stock. Hence the correct option is option B. Question number 8. Whenever supply for a given commodity changes due to factors other than the price, then such change in supply is known as option A, change in total supply. Option B, change in supply. Option C, change in quantity supplied. Option D, change in production. Option E, none of the above. So what's the correct answer? It's option B, change in supply. Okay, to make it clear, let's take an example of Colgate. Suppose if supply of Colgate changes due to change in price of other goods, say Pepsodent, or due to change in technology or government policies, etc., then such change is known as change in supply. So here the correct option is option B. Question number 9. Dash is a table that shows relationship between price and quantity supplied of the goods. Option A, supply schedule. Option B, supply curve. Option C, supply indifference curve. Option D, supply graph. Option E, none of the above. Yes, what's the correct answer? It's option A, supply schedule. Friends, supply schedule shows various quantities of a commodity that a producer is willing to sell at a various level of prices during a given period of time, assuming no change in other factors for the commodity. So the correct option is option A. Question number 10. When the supply does not change with change in price, then supply for such a commodity is said to be option A, perfectly inelastic. Option B, perfectly elastic. Option C, highly elastic. Option D, unitary elastic. Option E, less elastic supply. So what is the correct answer? It's option A, perfectly inelastic. Friends, it is a theoretical or imaginary situation and not possible practically, but it is important from your exam point of view. So do remember this question. Friends, if you want to practice more such type of MCQ questions from your technical syllabus, I request you to kindly visit Finance MCQ website. It has entire SEBI Grade A exam technical syllabus in MCQ format, 2000 plus subject wise, topic wise MCQ questions to practice. It has explanations for correct answers wherever required, 25 test series technical syllabus, and each test series are having 20 to 25 questions. So friends, don't miss this golden opportunity and increase your selection chances significantly. Website link is in the description box below, and if you have any questions, please write in the comment box below and I will try to address them, and I will come up with new MCQ questions to practice on SEBI Grade A exam. Till then, take care and thank you so much for watching.